This one will be called woman, because from man this one was taken. That is why a man will leave his father and his mother, and he must stick to his wife, and they must become one flesh. And both of them continued to be naked, the man and his wife, and yet they did not become ashamed. Now the serpent proved to be the most cautious of all the wild beasts of the field that Jehovah God had made. So it began to say to the woman, "Is it really so that God said, 'You must not eat from every tree of the garden'?" At this, the woman said to the serpent, "Of the fruit of the trees of the garden we may eat, but as for eating of the fruit of the tree that is in the middle of the garden, God has said, 'You must not eat from it. No, you must not touch it, that you do not die.'" At this, the serpent said to the woman, "You positively will not die, for God knows that in the very day of your eating from it, your eyes are bound to be open. You are bound to be like God, knowing good and bad." Consequently, the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was something to be longed for to the eyes. Yes, the tree was desirable to look upon. So she began taking of its fruit and eating it. Afterwards, she gave some also to her husband. With her, and he began eating it. Then the both of them became opened, and they began to realize that they were naked. Then the eyes of both of them became opened, and they began to realize that they were naked. Hence they sewed fig leaves together and made loin coverings for themselves. Later they heard the voice of Jehovah God walking in the garden about the breezy part of the day. And the man and his wife went into hiding from the face of Jehovah God in between the trees of the garden. And Jehovah God kept calling to the man and saying to him, "Where are you?" Finally he said, "Your voice I heard in the garden, but I was afraid because I was naked, and so I hid myself." At that he said, "Who told you that you were naked? From the tree from which I commanded you not to eat, have you eaten?" And the man went on to say, "The woman you gave to be with me, she gave me fruit from the tree, and so I ate." With that, Jehovah God said to the woman, "What is this you have done?" To this the woman replied, "The serpent, it deceived me, and so I ate."